Cool. We need to fix it up a little bit. All right. Let's see what we got. Hello, hello. I'm just setting the camera up here in case you're tuning in just now. I'm going to set this up right next to my drum set so we can chat a little bit more conveniently. I'll go this way. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just letting you see the wall right now. There we go. Wait a minute. Hey, I think I know who EGGMOD is. Let me know if you can hear me, because I'm not 100% positive that the microphone is working. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going to hopefully get a better view here for you guys. Man, it is hot today. I don't know where you guys are all at, but it is hot today where I'm at. You can't see my snare. Is that better? There we go. Now we're cooking. Okay. So, I just wanted to set up the camera, talk a little bit about drums or music or anything that we have on our minds today. I don't know how regularly I'm going to be able to play or set us up here for us to do a live stream, but I can play a little bit and we can have some fun. Hi, Dylan, Y9F1G. Thank you so much for joining us. So, enough talking. I need to warm up a little bit anyway, even though it's hot. Okay. If we have any requests, by the way, as I warm up, that would be great for us to put me on the spot. Why not? I'm just going to warm up with a little bit of jazz because it's good for the soul. I don't know if it would work out because this is the microphone for my computer, or my phone, by the way. So if it's not working, let me know, and I'll look at the screen in just 1 second. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if is that translating well, or do we need to think of another way to do this? Let me know. I think you could see everything. Yeah, everything is there. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. We'll find a way to make it even better, hopefully in the near future. Yeah, so Dylan, I'm actually teaching music for a living right now. If it sounds like I'm only learning music, thank you for letting me know. I always need a reminder as to how much we need to go, right? How much we need to learn because we have so much to learn. I don't know if you're a musician too, but yeah. So right now I'm on break. I'm going to be on break for about a half hour. So I'm going to have a little bit of time for us to chat. But yeah, um, jazz is something that's new for me because, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, it's something new for me because I've been working with rock music for most of my life. I haven't actually been a jazz guy. So this is something that's new for me, and I'm going to school as well to earn my associate's degree in music performance. And I had to do jazz band last semester, so that was a lot of fun, but it was also challenging. So there's a lot to that, you know. It is what it is. Um, I love your music. You're a person that works hard for just just for plus to have a good time and a good person. Thank you so much, Kimberly. I really appreciate the kind words. Hi, good to see you. So yeah, I love jazz. I really, really like the way jazz flows. A lot of people are like, well, jazz is too intellectual. You really, how can you get into something like that? Well, yes, there is a learning curve to understand how the language of jazz works, but there's a lot to it that I think is easily accessible. Let's just break it down for just for grins, right? Everybody knows you swing, but to what extent do you swing, right? Do you make it so that you can relax with it, or do you make it so that like nobody can really understand what on earth you're doing? And sometimes swing can get to that point where you're really really cooking, and you're going so fast you almost lose a swing feel. I can't do it now because I'm cold, but if I was warmed up, I could show you. You know, a fast bebop beat might go something like this, right? One, two, one, two. Right? And so like there's not what happened to the rang chang a lang, you know? It becomes a lot more just quarter notes. Just keep the pulse. I got to bring my chair over cuz I can't see the writing. But yeah, that's basically what we're doing here. Um uh EG game mod. Speaking of that, you're not sure if you can make the lesson tomorrow. I give for those of you who are tuning in, I give EG game mod some lessons and he's doing great. Thank you for letting me know though. So I appreciate the heads up. um, yeah. So, and I think we've been together for how long? It's been like on and off for about 4 years. It's been something crazy. Um, yeah. Wait, I don't know if I can make the lesson on Friday. Oh yeah. Thank you for yes. Thank you for the clarification. I didn't think it was tomorrow. I thought it was Friday too. Yeah, something like that. That's cool. All right, so yeah, that's just a little bit of jazz. If if you guys want to shout something out, something a genre of music that you like, I can't pull anything up right now off of the internet. Like I have to still figure out what to do with the copyright aspect of playing live music on the computer. But I have that ability if I can, work it out later. If you want to hear a particular genre, though, rock, I can try some Latin. I can do some funk. I can do some blues, even a little bit of like punk rock or like a emo beat. And those beats are really fun because they're fast, they're aggressive. It's really cool. E.g., Game Mod and Dylan are having their own conversation. I love it. Yeah. So let me know if you want to hear anything in particular. In the meantime, let me ask you guys, how do you manage dynamics with a fast, hard beat? NJ Souza, thank you for tuning in, NJ. I appreciate the question. You have, I was just explaining this actually to one of my students right before I went live in his lesson. Have you ever been like before? Have you ever been behind a soundboard before as a sound engineer? All of the channels that connect the instruments uh, to the soundboard, right, or project the instruments to the soundboard through the soundboard. You have the power as the sound engineer to make it or to break it, right, for the musician. It's the same thing with the drummer. The drummer has the ability to be his own sound engineer. So, like, let's say everything was flat. It's like it's like everything is like loud, right? Now, what if I were to just take a little bit of brain effort and work on my right hand so that it wouldn't crash or hit so hard? Right, it's low. Ah, up. Left hand. Really, really hard though. Left hand's hard. Left hand, I'm making it go like this. So the right hand's down, the left hand's up, the right foot's punchy, the left foot is not, right? And so on and so forth. You get the idea. So I bet people have a different way of approaching this, but I'm sorry this took so long. NJ, the way in which I would say it in my mind is like your brain has to function four different ways for a very short amount of time. People are like, that's not possible. Yes, it is. What you do though is once you have set the position of the limb that you're working with, you forget it, right? You set it and forget it. Keep it there, adjust it, keep it there. You adjust another part of your body, keep it there. You adjust another, keep that there, and then you adjust the last one and keep that there. And then as you're playing the instrument, you're constantly readjusting those parts and be like, okay, maybe I want a little bit more of this or I want a little bit more of that. So that's how I approached controlling dynamics with everything that's going on. So yeah, that's a great question. People ask me that like, how am I supposed to do that? Um, By the way, Vava says, tell her I said hi. Okay, so that's cool. How did I learn drums for the first time? Um, how did you learn drums for the first time? So Dylan, that's a great question. I started playing the drums when I was 4. My parents gave me a very small set to work with. It was pretty much a toy. But from that set, I learned how to play basic beats, and it was, even though it was a toy, it was fun. One of the beats actually, one of the beats that I worked on when I was like in my tweens was this beat, believe it or not. That to me is one of the most foundational and formative rock beats that I ever learned, and it came from learning that on a toy. And then that's when my parents were like, "Okay, I think he's ready for a real drum set." I got a drum set. The first one that I got was when I was about 13, 14 years old, or 12, and that was a great set. I still have it, but I don't play on it as much. And ever since then, I've been learning. So on real stuff, you know. So yeah. Um, yeah, it's cool stuff. Thank you so much for all the support here. That's really kind of you guys too, by the way. Um, yeah, so I hope that that helps, or whatever you guys are looking for there. Um, so NJ, do we have a request? If you want to hear something, I'm not warmed up. I told the others that I'm not warmed up, so I don't know how much I could do, but just in case you had something that you would want to hear. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. They... Oh, like songs? Well, I can't play a song right now only because I don't know if it would jive with the live stream, because I don't know the copyright aspect of things. But I could play a beat or something. I'm gonna see about that. I'm gonna see if I can do something on live YouTube, a short stream like this, and then I can play a song next time we get this rolling. So. Right now, I'm trying to learn. I think this semester is going to be crazy, because my professor wants to have me really work on Latin rhythms. And I remember, I think you were the one who posted something in the on the post that I sent a little bit ago, asking what do people think about what I should do next. And I think you said, "What do you think about Latin rhythms?" I think that's a great idea. I'm going to be learning how to perfect it myself, hopefully this summer semester. So one of the things on the agenda that we were going to do for my professor and I during this summer semester was soca and calypso. And soca and calypso, he said, are like really similar, but there is a subtle difference. So one is fast. Soca is kind of like derived. He said it was like a derivative from Trinidadian music, right, from Trinidad, out of calypso. And I'm like, that's cool. But he's like, you could start with calypso and then go to soca, or you could just learn soca on its own, because it's like it's really really cool. But it's tough. So depends on where we want to go. But right now, that's where I'm at right now. So okay. So what have I been working on? I was trying to work on a mambo beat. Man, you put me on the spot, but I got to do it now. So, mambo, and he's like, "That's your mambo?" I'm like, "Yeah," and my professor's like, "That's great. That ain't the real mambo." So I'm like, "Okay." So um, the mambo that I know, it goes like this. Right? he was saying that's like jazzy mambo, but I was using some other stuff with my hi-hats. I was working on my hi-hats, and I forgot what it was, but it was something like. So you can see, but I'm so not warmed up for this, man. But I think you get the idea. I want the hi-hats to open and close on their own by just using my foot. So that's what I've been trying to work on with regards to what I already know from mambo. But that's all I got. So right now, that's what I'm working on. I want to work more on some jazz. I want to work more on some like just being better about being in the groove for rock music too. So yeah, but oh my goodness, mambo is so fun, but at the same time, it is tough. It is tough. It's oh man, it's fun though. I think that's awesome. How's the process of like adjusting your hand to something you're not like trained in? Well, the process of so just to clarify, do you mean like the process of like where what hand? My left hand or my right hand? And I'm gonna take a look at something here really quick while I'm waiting there. Like so, like both hands are working. It's the left hand. I think it's the left hand that bothers me most. It's like yeah, I think that's better. I think it's the left hand that bothers me most because I have to hold the stick like this, right? It's the cross stick position. You say, I guess when I play guitar, it's been difficult for me to get steeped in the music and start to feel what's natural when I've learned guitar by playing American, mostly pop music. Yes. Okay. So, and to start to feel what's natural. So, like, yeah, that's the thing that my professor said. I think you're right on the money because he said that's what like Americanized mambo is like. It's the thing that I just did. He's like, that's not bad, but he's like, there's more to it than that. It's like a yes and, right? So, yes, the mambo that I know is like not the mambo that I think a lot of drummers should probably know. So the hands are one thing. The like, it's just like, and NJ, you and I think are both we are both exotic individuals, right? With a name like Souza, you know what I'm talking about. If we're looking at Brazilian music, for instance, anybody can play samba, right? It's like, I don't know. He's like, no, 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 no. It's more than that. You play with the emphasis on the 2 and 4. You play uh 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 uh, uh 1 a 2 3 a 4. You know, and your cross stick it can fluctuate. it's that constant back and forth where you're like, yeah, but like us Americans, we don't get it. And I'm like, I'm Brazilian, man. I think you're Brazilian too. It's like we should we should know how to play this stuff, but it's not as easy as it looks sometimes. So yeah, it's the hand thing. And for you playing guitar, it's probably the same thing. Where you're used to strumming in a certain pattern, and people who play Spanish guitar, flamenco, they're used to strumming in a different pattern. It's a whole different thing, a whole different ball game. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you said. That samba was so sick. The second one, of course. Thank you. Yeah, not not the first one. That's not gonna cut it. My professor literally said, he said, if I am approached by somebody and they want me to play on their record, they want me to play in their band for a mambo tune, he would be like, thank you very much. That guy knows how to play mambo. I don't. Okay. So don't call me. If you really want me, call me. But my professor said it's really hard to get it down right. And even that samba that I just did, I'm like, it's still not like real for me. Like I still have to work on how to make it feel natural, but it's like, it's like anything else. You just got to work with it, I suppose. Um, awesome. Yeah. I'm going to be here for another 20 minutes and then I'll have to cut out. But yeah, oh my goodness. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. How's everything going over there by you? I think last time I think we talked, I don't know, what were you learning on? What were you learning on the acoustic guitar? Are you are you trying to branch out into like Latin rhythm or Latin songs too, or are you also like are you doing rock music right now, or what are you doing, NJ? I'm still trying to figure out these functions too, man. On the live stream thing, there's so many little things that, yeah, I've been into picking patterns lately. Very cool. Very cool. Are you doing like so I know that like and I know there's a delay, so I'm sorry if I'm asking you too many questions here. Heard this old country guy at the Guitar Center and it was so beautiful. That's exactly what I was going to say. So, are you taking a look at some of the country ways of playing guitar, because I know that like they do have insane ways of playing. I can't articulate it, but I do know that there are several ways to pick. You can pick with your fingers, you can pick with your pick, like and it's like, or you could do a hybrid, right? Um, I don't know. Are you like into one over the other, or how is it? How is it there for you? And people at Guitar Center, they play really well. Like you walk into a Guitar Center at random, and there's usually somebody who knows what he's doing. Yeah, practicing with the pick. Mm-hmm. Well, congratulations. That is hard. sometimes it's easier to pick with your fingers. Sometimes it's just easier with your pick. And I know that like, and I don't know who. Okay, so I'm sure you know Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits. He was an expert at finger picking. So like, if you took, um, I don't know, but his style was different too. It was almost like he could come up with a way in which the finger picking almost sounded like a regular pick. Yeah, so cool. I've been practicing using the pick, which is a little foreign to me. Also need to work on my rhythm, which you're helping me with. Hello, well, that's what they pay me to here for, man. I'm really happy though. I'm really happy you're able to do some of that. You know, I'm gonna play a little bit just to pass away the time. If and again, if you have any like requests with regards to musical styles, you know, please let me know. I just need to make sure I practice today, because if I do not, I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel it. It's like when you work out, you feel it the next day. Oh man, I should have worked out yesterday. Oh, how about that for a rhythm? Rosanna by Toto. Man, that's one of the best beats I've ever heard. I'm not warmed up and I haven't played that in ages, but I love that song. Yeah, that is. Oh my goodness. I love that song. Toto was a really cool band, and I'm probably gonna say this a lot more as hopefully we do more live streams. But like, um, the thing about Jeff Porcaro from Toto is I love what he did with two fireballs. Thank you. Yeah, I love what Jeff Porcaro could do. He had such a sensitivity. In fact, people when they ask me who's your favorite drummer, I usually point out Jeff Porcaro. He did something very very nicely in all the songs that they played. It was very to the point, and it was very like, how should I say it? It was like it was very artistic. You know, it was very artistic. You know, just rest in the pocket. And that's something I think that like I think more of us could use is just how to learn how to be in the pocket. But anyway, I digress. How about that was like Mambo esque too. I don't know, something a little bit of everything. as you warm up, you feel better, man. It's like, you're like, when you're in the shower and you're like slowly turning the water warmer and warmer, you're like, oh, this feels really nice. That's cool. So true. LOL. Putting grease on the axle. Oh man. Yeah. So hopefully, what I'll do then is I'll play maybe a couple more beats here, and then we'll have to part ways. I want us to, though. I mean, you know, there's freedom in being able to just play like this if I have a second. So during the weekend, I know it's a crazy time for everybody, but it's something, it's on my priority list, to be able to just share music more often and to do some of this stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to come back again soon. And yeah, I feel like it might be like Saturdays and Sundays though that I might be doing this more often and not like in the middle of the week. But still working on that. So anyway, hope your day has been going good, NJ. And I think since it's just the two of us right now, I think our families are hanging out, and I wish I could be there, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think they're watching movies, having sleepovers, watching movies. I wish I could be doing that right now, but no, we got to work. That's right. We got to. Let's go. Exactly. we got to keep it real here. I'm looking at my hi-hat now, and this little guy has given me so much trouble. And I don't do the men get left out of the fun. Exactly. We always do. Yeah, it's all right though. It's all right. So basically, I just wanted to touch on this since I was looking at it. Basically, I gave that one short not too long ago of what happens when your hi-hat just like collapses, right? And I think so yeah, I think it helped a lot of people, and I'm glad. I'm very glad for that. But there is something here that like some of us may forget too, and I forgot to put this in the short. This actually, I know NJ, you probably don't. You're a guitar player. It's like, why do I need to be watching this right now? But I do want to, for my drummers out there who want to watch this later. If you take what I call the sword in the sheath, if you take it completely out, bruh, you can't even see this. Sorry, my bad. If you take this out, this is what you get. So what happens is some of my students hit so hard, or it's something about the way that this is, that this falls out completely and I have to put it back in. But there's like a little bit of like a sheath or something in there where it's like, and it's been so long since I've actually seen one, but it's, you then put it in clockwise, you screw it in clockwise, it's all good, and then you're good to go. So apart from the handle itself being an issue for some people, like, where do I put it from now? Like at this point, you got to readjust. sometimes the sword itself becomes dislodged, and then you got to put that back into place. You just said work sucks. It's like, yeah, stuff like that. It makes it even better to work with, right? So, but it comes with the territory. It comes with the job. Um, oh my goodness. Well, hey, I want to say thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate the support, NJ, and I think the other people took off, but thank you so much. EG Game Mod, Antonio Porata. I don't know what you said there. 2026 YGUFGF YTYF HCK, and I think he was just spelling gibberish just for the fun of it. And then Kimberly Fleming at VK6CM. Thank you so much for your support. And NJ, thank you for sticking around. I know we have a couple maybe of other guys here, so thank you so much for tuning in. My plan is, like I said in a couple minutes ago, if I have a break or something at work and I get to go live, then we'll talk anything music. And if you have any requests as to a song or genre, hopefully by next time I will have something like an answer, a definitive answer, whether or not I could play music, live music for you, and I can play along with that too, which make it easier, make it more fun. Or we'll just have to settle for live performances, acoustic or on the spot, But regardless, I hope you have a blessed day. What else? God is good. I mean, this is the Drumming Ministry channel. What can I say? At some point, I'm going to have to say that. The whole reason why I'm here and the whole reason why I believe I want to be here is because of God. It's like He gives me purpose. The drums, they give me fulfillment to a certain degree, right? But God gives me ultimate purpose and meaning in this life, because if it wasn't for Him, the drums would just be the drums. The drums would be like, cool, now what, and so I pray that He blesses you as He has blessed me, that He demonstrates His loving kindness to you, and that in all of your ways and all of your goings and to and fro, God would be with you through the end to the end of your days. And I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day. I want to Bro, watching you play the drums is genuinely so impressive, awesome, and inspiring. Keep it up. And if you ever want me to stop commenting, watching, let me know. Well, no, no, man, you are more than welcome. So yeah, I'm gonna take off now, and I hopefully will be back, and I'll post something so I can give you all a heads up next time around. But have a good rest of your day. God bless, and we'll see you soon. We'll find a way to stop this thing.